Dan, good morning. Appreciate some of your time as always.
Good morning.
Let's start with that locker room speech. Felt like you were on another level there. Shorthanded, dramatic finish. Just what were your emotions like as you guys wrapped up that win against the Packers?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty fired up. We were all pretty fired up. I mean, that was, that's a hard-fought game. We knew it was going to be hard-fought. It was going to come down to the end. We knew where we were at team-wise. Nobody made any excuses. We were in the grinder there. I mean, whatever that was, 4 or 3 games in so many days. I mean, we were, and so to be able to pull off those wins, that being the last one of that kind of tour we were on against a division opponent at home under the circumstances just made it that much sweeter. So, I mean, I couldn't be more proud of the guys. I mean, you talk about, fighting through it and pushing and giving everything they've got, and the coaches getting them ready. It was a hell of a win.
When everybody's talking about the fourth down tries, and let's just talk and focus on the last one that sealed it. It allowed you to set up for a field goal, no time left on the clock. What type of experiences do you draw from when you're making a decision like that?
I think everything that I've been through, as a coach, a lot of those come in. Things that happened in New Orleans, certainly things that have happened here. And then you think about, how the game has gone. You think about where you're at, where your guys are at, where you feel like you're best suited to finish the game out. If you think you can win the game and you don't have to worry about anything else after that moment, I'm going to be drawn to that more times than not, And look, it's not always going to play out like that. And it doesn't mean I'm always going to go for it in that situation. But, we were under a yard, and I felt like that was the right thing to do in that moment.
Shouldn't more guys go for it on fourth down? Like, why do you think you are the outlier that you are right now with the aggressive decisions?
Oh, I don't know. Look, here's the obvious. What happens when we don't get that? That's the obvious.
Right.
Guys are afraid that if they don't get it, they'll get skewered. Is that maybe part of what
we're moving to the next house? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why. But it's, hey, to each his own. And there's plenty of philosophies that have worked in this league, and you can win a lot of games doing it your way. And I just lean more this way. And it doesn't mean we're always going to be this way, but that was right for that game.
How much of it is just, it's simply, obviously it's your call to make, but when players come to you, because I was this way as a player, Russ Grimm, we had a first down or a fourth down that we wanted to go for. We were down in Indianapolis, and we called timeout. I'm jawing at him, hey, we could get this, run behind me. I'm sure Penei Sewell is probably saying the same thing. All of those guys are. I know Jared Goff is. How much does their confidence level play into your ultimate decision to go for it or not?
Yeah, I mean, of course that plays into it. If I feel compelled to do it and I look out there and Sewell's giving me puppy eyes, then no, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But Sewell would never do that, first of all. But if I don't feel conviction, somewhere else, then no, I'm not going to do it. But that's not the case here. But we've been doing this now for a while. Our guys understand what's at stake and the way that we play more times than not. And it's not all the time, but they understand, they've been put in the fire enough to where, they understand these fourth downs, and we play pretty good under pressure. We do pretty good in pressure moments, and, it's a credit to our players and our coaches. So they're ready for it. And, it's just a matter of, for me, making sure that I do give them the best opportunity to still have success,
I can't picture Penei Sewell with puppy eyes, for the record.
No, it doesn't exist. You get my point, though.
Yeah. No, I did, of course.
Somebody looks at me like, oh, I don't think I can block this guy.
It's never going to happen with him. Let's talk about the Bills, right? This is a huge game. Super Bowl measuring stick. Like, how do you look at this game as you guys prepare for it?
Yeah, I mean, it's the next one. It really is. I mean, that's how you look at it. It's an excellent opponent, who just went out to the Rams and put up a heck of a fight, high-scoring game and came away with the loss. And they've been playing really, really good football. And so, they're going to be motivated to get back on the winning track. And, they play really good defense. They've got weapons on offense. Of course, Josh Allen makes the whole thing go. I mean, he is his biggest weapon that you're going to find at the quarterback position from a run and pass standpoint. So this is going to be one of those. This is a top-notch opponent, man. And look, we've been in it though. I mean, that's what Green Bay was. Green Bay's a dang good team.
This might be an impossible question to answer, but when you're thinking about Josh Allen and the weapon that he is, and you're right, I mean, he's the one that stirs the drink over there. What concerns you more, his arm or his legs?
Yeah, I mean both. Look, I think what's hard for him is the obvious, right? I mean, he can push the ball down the field, he can sit in the pocket, find a throw, but then, if you want to play a certain type of coverage and cover down for a minute, there's those times where he's just buying time to where the coverage will clear out so he can take off. Like, he's smart enough to understand all those. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he'll just wait for that lane, and then he takes off. So I think of course, you got to be able to cover down, tight coverage, because he's an accurate passer. But then, you turn your back on this guy, and he's right through the defense for 20. So we're going to have to be so disciplined in our rush lanes this week. We're going to have to really close it in. We can't have guys sell out to go get a sack. We have to be very disciplined and cage him in as best we can.
Is he the MVP of the league, at least so far? That's kind of the way most people talk about him.
You know what? I haven't seen every game of him versus everybody else. I mean, I can't imagine he's not certainly in that debate. I mean, he's played this is as good a season as I can remember out of him, and he's had good seasons every year. But I think he's doing an excellent job taking care of the football, playing within the system, and then when they need him, to become Superman, he shows up, and that's why he's in that debate.
You've had so many guys step in, guys that weren't even on the roster, practice or otherwise, to start the season because of the injuries, especially on defense. Who is it that you feel has really stepped in and I don't know, maybe surprised you or played the best that has had to step in for an injured player?
Wow. Shoot. Well, I mean, look, probably O'Connor. I mean,
yeah.
What he did the other day, once we got him up and going, and that's why he's here. This is why we wanted him on our team. And even though he was on the vet squad, we knew we were going to need him at some point. And once we were able to get him going, he's been a valuable, really backup piece for us, role player. He's really helped us out. Well, then we have these injuries, and he essentially starts for us in this game. And, I mean, he was highly productive for us. He run and pass game. And, he played the nose, he played the big end. There's a number of things he did for us that he really showed up, and he just battled in there. But sheer will, he's got a quick first step, he's strong, and he gets on them, he gets on guys. So, I mean, he would probably be the one player, and a lot of those guys came in and helped, but I thought O'Connor played really, really well.
Buzz on social media, you guys are going to wear the black jerseys against the Bills. Can you confirm that?
Who said that?
Social media buzz.
All right, well, social media is always right.
Reliable sources.
Well, I figure we got the coach. We can get his thoughts on it. But, yeah, you guys haven't made the decision then, or it's just not public?
I think the decision was made back in May. There's a chance we'll have black or blue or gray or white.
Thank you for the clarity. Hey, Dan, before we get you out of here, did John text you about what came up on the show last week?
No, I'm not going to bother him during the season.
No.
Dan,
No.
The people think you're hot. Have you noticed that?
Oh, come on.
Don't do this.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. That's all. This is an off-season conversation where maybe I can make you feel comfortable at that time, but no.
Dan, we appreciate you as always.
All right, I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
Lions head coach Dan Campbell, thanks. It's 97.1.